present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You find us this week amid the ancient splendour of Norwich, a city that glories in a fascinating history. The first known settlers here were the ISIHAC tribe, led by Boadicea in her wars against the invading Romans. Turmoil and confusion were caused by successive battles in 55, 54 and 53 BC, until someone noticed they were reading the calendar back to front. The Iron Age ISIHAC were skilled in metalwork, but their history is sketchy as they were illiterate. What is recorded is that Queen Boaderic bottled against the Molmon centenarians on her cheroot pulled by sick horses. Her Amy finally met deaf feet on the river Wensum, which her warriors crossed by climbing into small boots and piddling into bottle. As the locality has no indigenous rock supply, Norwich was built largely of flint, and here was born the craft of flint napping. Nappers would hold a flint between their thighs to hit it with a lump hammer. These craftsmen gave us the term knapsack. A painful medical condition caused by missing the flint. Later, the city became populated by Flemish weavers who brought with them the art of canary breeding. And in a recently converted Norwich church is found the National Canary Museum, where visitors are invited to climb the tower, ring the bell, and smack their heads against a small mirror. Modern Norwich is also famous for its 6 breweries, each providing guided tours and free tastings. Few visitors ever managed to sample the delights of all of them in a single afternoon. But let's meet four who... On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Sandy Toxvig. And taking up her usual position on my left hand, please welcome our lovely scorer, the delightful Samantha. Okay, let's kick off with a look at how the English language is constantly changing with a round called New Definitions. This is where the teams bring a completely new definition to the word entertainment, while retaining the full original meaning of the words total and rubbish. In this round, I'd like the teams to let us hear what new definitions of old words they've spotted for us. And Barry, will you start, please?
Indict, when the Queen is unsure about something. And years, when the Queen is sure about something.
Sandy.
Guacamole, a Mexican visitor to Toad Hall.
Graeme.
Artery, shooting arrows at paintings.
Tim.
Shambolical, padded Y-fronts.
Widdicombe, a brush to make your hair look like a wig.
Propaganda, a post for one-legged male geese.
Psychiatric, guessing right 3 times in a row. Hose pipe, a dance by sailors wearing socks.
Abattoir, 3 in a bed in a monastery.
Propane, people who are into S&M.
Alcoholic, someone who drinks more than their doctor.
Quango, a gay tango.
Baptist, a junior hamburger chef.
Assassination, an arrangement to meet a donkey.
Saxophone, hotline to a salt supplier.
Circumstantial, circumcision on a really big baby.
My asthma, the reason I need an inhaler.
Implication, an ointment for little goblins.
Hobnobbing, casual sex with a goblin.
Okay, let's try a musical round now called One Song to the Tune of Another. Despite that deceptively cryptic title, this game may easily be mastered by anyone with a modicum of mental agility and only the tiniest amount of musical skill. So teams, listen very, very carefully. Imagine that songs are like words, which, as you probably know, are composed of letters. These letters can be rearranged to form different words. And indeed, the letter of the very word words can actually be rearranged to make the word sword, the fighting implement used in fencing, although strictly speaking, that's a rapier, which in itself may be rearranged to form the words ear rip, the action of ripping an ear off. Now, with all that sorted, I can guess exactly what you're thinking, teams. When would you ever want to rip an ear off? Well, what you don't know yet is that we have Colin Sell at the piano. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. Would you please sing the words of I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats to the tune of The Happy Wanderer?
The silicon chip inside her head gets switched to overload. And nobody's going to school today. She's going to make them stay at home. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I don't like Mondays. I want to shoot the whole day.
You now, Sandy, would you sing the words of Wouldn't It Be Lovely from My Fair Lady to the tune of Hernando's Hideaway?
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lots of chocolate for me to eat, lots of cold making, lots of heat. Warm face, warm feet. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Yes, yay!
Barry, I'd like you to, well, I wouldn't like you to, but I'd like you to. Will you sing the words of I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts to the tune of Stevie Wonder's I Just Called to Say I Love You?
I got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Every ball I throw will make me rich.
Graeme, would you please sing the words of the Hey Ho song from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to the tune of the British Grenadiers?
We dig, 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 and I mind the whole day through. To dig, 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 dig is what we like to do. It ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig, dig, dig with a shovel or a pick. In a mine, in a mine, in a mine, in a mine where a million diamonds shine. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. It's home from work we go. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, from work we go. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hum.
The next game is called Straight Face, whereby failing to create amusement of any kind, the teams will enthrall our audience. That's a laugh for a start. Actually, the derivation of this game is quite interesting. It all started when, as schoolboy choristers, Tim and Graeme had to curb their natural comedic ebullience at the coronation. Everything was going quite well until a whole new genre of joke was invented, when Tim whispered, "Where's the organ?" and Graeme wittily replied, "Yes, it does." After the laughter of the entire abbey subsided, the pair were asked to leave for ruining what should have been a solemn moment, as the crown was placed on the head of our new king. In this round, the teams will exchange a series of words. Anyone eliciting the faintest titter from our theatre audience will face immediate disqualification. This week's words will all be on the subject of the British countryside. Let's start with you, Barry.
Done.
What?
Done.
Repetition.
Okay, carry on, Tim.
Me?
Yeah, successful challenge.
Oh.
Wrong game, but a successful challenge.
Petrol.
Silage.
Cowpat.
Bus.
Post office.
Compost.
Churn.
Giggle over there.
Oh!
Graeme, start off.
Fox.
Hunting.
Subsidy.
Shooting.
Fish.
Hedge.
Am I out or can I join in?
Sorry, and you are?
Well, younger than everybody.
It all depends whether you want to join in.
Mud flap.
What? Good God, she does.
It's a flap in the door for letting mud in. They have them in all country houses. I've seen them.
Harrow.
Udders.
Fence.
Wellington.
Fens.
Oh.
Skyscraper.
Smock.
I think Tim's being silly now, Humphrey.
I'm just going to have a quick look at the rules. Sandy, I think you're out now.
Oh. I think that's fair.
Graeme, you're out too, I think.
Oh.
Tim, out. Barry, you're the winner. Well done. Right, the teams are going to play an ancient pub game now called Tossing the Penny, still played today in several Norfolk pubs. This was a firm East Anglian favourite in the 18th century, and according to the government census of 1781, the county of Essex is recorded as having more world-class tossers than anywhere else in the country. In Tossing the Penny, pennies, known as toss pennies, are cast at a hole known as the toss penny hole, drilled in a chair known as the chair with a hole in it. The falling pennies are caught in a receptacle placed beneath the chair known as the toss pot. The game is best played with suitably heavy Victorian pennies, which the teams take from special sealed containers where they've lain undisturbed for years, known as their wallets. The first team to get rid of all their coins is the winner, so teams, you'll be tossing your pennies alternately. Barry and Graeme, you go first.
All right.
Best of luck, lads.
Yeah, good luck,
Thank you very
guys.
Oh. 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 Oh.
This brings back memories, Humph.
Well, I don't think we've a chance against a pair of tossers like that. Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes!
Still won. That was fantastic. I finally found a sport I can do. Hello, Humph.
Visitors.
All these people have come to say hello.
Did you want to go to the... Oh, it's too late.
That's got that out of their system now, so let's go on. Next round, which is called What's the Connection? In this round, I shall make random selections from my bumper book of lists, and the teams will have to guess what these people or items might have in common. Okay, Tim, can you identify the connection between the following? The banana industry, the practice of cremation, roads out of Letchworth, and hip replacement surgery.
They all have a 2-year waiting list.
The answer is they've all been specialist subject rounds in Mastermind.
Roads out of Letchworth?
Barry, now, what connects Queen Victoria, Attila the Hun, Napoleon Bonaparte, Joseph Stalin, and King Pepin the Short?
They're all bingo calls. Old Queen Vic's 66. Attila the Hun 21. Stalin. Old Uncle Joe 22. King Pepin the Short. Naught. Bonaparte, did somebody... No, I won't go on with it.
The answer is they were all very short. King Pepin was only 3 foot 6 inches.
That was a clue.
How tall was he then?
Sandy, now, what do you think the connection might be between the following? Flavouring tobacco, burning as fuel, a remedy for sagging breasts.
Yeah, well, now, funny enough, I know this, actually. And it's a little-known substance called annick. It has a fantastic flavour. It burns brilliantly, and it's known in plastic surgery circles as raise the tit annick.
You made that up.
I did, yeah.
The answer is they're all uses for dung.
Very close.
Graeme, your turn. What connects Rubens Barrichello, Formula One driver, Joan Collins, actress, Anatoly Karpov, chess grandmaster, Humphrey Lyttelton, jazz musician, and Franz Mesmer, pioneer of hypnotism?
May cause drowsiness.
The answer is we all share the same birthday.
Bring on the cake.
Okay, here are some for anybody to have a go at. What could possibly connect Ludwig van Beethoven, St. Francis of Assisi, Louis XIV, Genghis Khan, and the 11th Duke of Norfolk?
Oh, well, curiously, this is the very queue of people that I stood behind in Sainsbury's last Saturday. And, isn't it the way when you get in the 8 items or less? Do you know what I mean? That's a very strange crowd in front of you. And it was them.
Well, the answer is they all suffered from severe personal hygiene problems.
Well, I knew that.
The teams are going to sing for us now, so for music lovers everywhere, a full apology follows afterwards. This round is called Just a Minim. This is a musical version of the popular radio show Just a Minute that's been hosted for so long now by Nicholas Parsons. It's difficult to imagine it without him. But it's certainly worth the effort. In our version, one team is required to sing a certain song of my choosing without repetition, duplication, reiteration, or thesaurus. The opening team may challenge to take over the song if they spot a transgression, while piano accompaniment is provided by Colin Sell. Actually, we have some exciting news about Colin's career, as he's just become the new manager of Courtney Pine. What a fine second-hand furniture shop that is. The song is Going to the Zoo, and Sandy, you can start.
Daddy's taking us to the zoo tomorrow, Animal House next day, Chesterton not today. Father's driving me towards elephants and others in 12 hours. We can stay all day. The family's going to the lion collection, wild beasts, caged creatures. How about you, thee, thou? Barry can come 2, 3, 4. Oh, you bastards, Buzz. We're going...
Mercy.
Jim. You challenged.
She called us bastards.
Deviation.
However, I was enjoying it.
Yeah,
I think she should go on, Hump. I'm sorry, that was a wrong challenge. Beg your pardon.
I'm the chairman and I'll make my own decisions. Thank you very much, Tim.
Are you going to stay on, then?
Carry on then, Barry.
What? Father's accompanying us to the menagerie. Following 24 hours. The safari park. What?
Following 24 hours is the day after tomorrow.
Barry gets confused about time since they stopped having pub closing hours.
I'm on an alcohol diet. Last week I lost 3 days.
Apart from Norwich, where are we? Carry on, Tim.
Peter's taking us to Whipsnade in 24 hours. All of us can reside.
Challenge from whoever buzzed.
Sandy.
See the elephant with the long trunk swinging, great big ears and his enormous nose moving like this. Sniffing up peanuts with the huge proboscis moving. Yes.
Challenge from Barry.
Proboscis?
Yeah.
Proboscis. It's a proboscis. What did I say?
I'm
Proboscis.
suffering from vowel disorder.
Graeme, carry on.
Oh!
Sniffing up peanuts with his proboscis, which is waving from side to side. We can stay all day. We're going to the zoo. Ooze. Ozos. Anagrams.
Ah.
How about you? Yourself? Your own person? You can come too, as well, also. We're going to the animal collection. Place with lots of furry friends. And also birds.
Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show. But there's just time to squeeze in a round of Ladies' Film Club. Samantha has to rush off to meet her new footballer friend. He's very busy playing in the first and second rounds of an international, but she says there should be just time to give him a quick kiss between the legs. So while she goes off to prepare for that, I'd like your suggestions, teams, of movie titles that might appeal to members of the fairer sex. Graeme, will you start, please?
A fistful of doilies.
Pearl Harbor, Knit Harbor.
7 brides for 14 brothers.
The red shoes, or the blue shoes, or perhaps the black ones. What do you think?
Bring me the headache of our Frida, Garcia. Gone with the milkman.
And for the farmer's wife, Bridget Jones' Dairy.
Dressed to kill, eventually.
There's a hint of bitterness, I think, in that one.
For a few doilies more. Bad hair day at Black Rock. Doctor, no, and I mean that. The man in the ironing basket.
From here to maternity.
The crouching tiger, hidden dust under carpet. Free Willy. The Blue Rinse Mountains of Virginia.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the short-sighted stick insect of time attempts to mate with the leftover twiglet of fate, and the laughing hyena of eternity is silenced by the Joe Pasquale of doom, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good folk of Norwich, it's goodbye.
Barry Pryor, Graeme Garden, Sandy Toksvig and Tim Brooke-Taylor were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. With Colin Sell at the piano, your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello again. Welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the programme that does for comedy what Les Dawson does for the pole vault. Here are today's fabulous contestants. Barry Pryor and Graeme Garden, locked in combat. Locked in combat with Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton. And please meet a young lady who's absolutely bursting to dispense her points in all directions, our scorer, Samantha. Our first game is called Wuthering Hillocks. It takes as its premise the poverty of the publishing industry. All new books have to be cheaper versions of old ones. Barry, will you get us going?
Well, there's a book of the film, Tadpole Dundee.
The Chihuahua of the Baskervilles. Gibbon's Decline and Fall of the Hackney Empire.
E.M. Forster's A Passage to Islington.
They've done the whole Ian Fleming, James Bond lot. They've got Casino Royale has now become bingo with Princess Michael. Thunderball is Drizzle Pillock. Dr. No is First Aid Kit in the boot, possibly. Right, my favourite thing is Octopussy, which has become a Unipart.
I'm not following that. I've just written down Coddom of the Opera.
You had a small part in that, didn't you, Barry?
When I started, yes. Carry on.
Moby Doris.
Very nice to Barry.
No, seem to follow on that.
Speaking of opera, they're doing Belshazzar's Sandwich.
OK, well, here's the point in the programme where I give the teams advance warning of the late arrivals they'll be announcing at the end of the programme. This week I'll be asking for late arrivals at the Schooldays Ball. And now Tim's favourite round. We go on to the round called Ad-lib Poem. I shall give our teams the first line of a poem and ask them to improvise a funny end. When I think they've reached a funny end, I shall press my buzzer. Or play the last post. Willie, you're going to start this one. There's a green-eyed yellow idol to the north of Milton Keynes.
There's a green-eyed yellow idol. I don't know why I write this down. I just don't remember how we started. To the north of Milton Keynes.
Gives you time, that's why.
Yes. And you'd have fairly green eyes if you lived entirely on beans. There's a dreadful night in Milton Keynes when the idol-I did spy.
I saw it sitting on its plinth, a glimmer in its eye. And round the plinth were cans of beans, all empty now, I saw.
I saw them lying round the plinth. I'd seen them there before. Now, some people say Milton Keynes is not a pretty place.
But whenever I visit there, I have a smile upon my face. I see these empty cans of beans, and I get on my bike and think it's me for a tasty meal, so off to Spudulike. I was in Spudulike one night and saw the idol there. He was playing with his King Edwards and ruffling through his hair. "Hello, old man," he cried to me. "Hello, young idol," I quoth.
So there they sat, King Edward and the idol, the both. Hello, green-eyed yellow idol.
I didn't know you yodeled,
Hello
Willie.
to you, King Ted.
King who?
Ted.
To you, King Ted. Why are you calling me king, I said. You must be off your head. At that point, coming through the door, appeared two blokes we knew.
At least we thought we knew them. Sometime they'd all been through. One of them had a very long nose, as big as a camel's eye.
Yeah.
We're talking big camels here. There's one I do espy. "Hello, camel," I said. "Right here. What a big eye you do have." Then I went out. I was nervous. I went straight to the lav. And while in there, I wrote on the wall this little ditty here.
Careful, Barry. Quite a clean ending, so please, do not have fear. I wrote upon the wall, with my pentel in my hand. With an instrument like yours, you're lucky to be in the band.
Graeme, we're going to start with you for a second one now. East is east and west is west, but I can't tell which is which.
East is east and west is west, but I can't tell which is which. But when the wind is in the east, 'tis unwise to discard a stitch. I always wrap up very warm, especially in Milton Keynes.
Because I always have this wind because I've been eating beans.
Beautiful. A little gem there, beautifully rounded off by Tim Brooke-Taylor, who's good at that round, I must say. Excellent. I think he's the best.
Lasted 17 years.
This next round's a musical round called Blues stroke Madrigal stroke Calypso. There's a choice here. The teams will sing a song to a subject given by the other side. The musical accompaniment comes from the Collinsell 1. Barry and Graeme, you're going to go first, so will you give them a subject?
A calypso.
Calypso. birthday party calypso.
Oh, nice.
I'd got no silver balls for my birthday cake.
I used ball bearings instead, and that was a mistake.
I ate a big slice, then put on my funny hat.
I bent over and farted and shot the cat.
Right.
Chairman's not abused.
Barry and Graham, will you give Tim and Willie a subject, please?
Keep it culinary. Cookery blues? Floyd on
Floyd.
Floyd on cookery blues.
Woke up this morning, bent over, farted, shot the cat.
There it lay, legs in the air, stiffening on the mat.
Floyd, I said, I got a quadruped that is dead.
And he said, pop it in the oven, gas mark 7 with an apple in its mouth, and that is that.
Right, this is a round called Last Episode. And for one blissful moment, I thought it was an episode called Last Round, but still, team's aim is to put the last nail in the coffin of a long-running radio or television show and close the series in one line. Colin Sell will play the theme music, and I hope you recognise it, and I must warn you that bad taste answers will receive extra points. Right, Tim, will you start?
I'll start with Gardener's question time. Well, Mr. Smith, it's certainly not giant rhubarb. My God, it's a triffid. Where did the piano come from?
Well, the audience was stunned by that last chord.
That was a bit of a shock to all of us.
Hump.
Yes.
Blockbusters, please, Colin. Could I have an F, please, Bob?
Oh, thank goodness you cleaned the show up a bit.
Graham.
What? Me?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Last episode of Prisoner Cell Block H. The governor's announced an amnesty. They're releasing all the prisoners who are overweight. No, it's a triffid. Who shot the cat?
Okay, Graham, will you go now, please?
I just did.
I think he meant go, Graham.
Yeah, all right, Willie, you go now.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
We might as well do the Australian soaps. Neighbours. That's enough of that. It's awful. This'll make you laugh, Dad. Mrs. Mangle's trying to defuse a nuclear device in a backyard dunny.
And Graeme Garden.
Another one.
Have you done yours?
I did my line 3 times and it didn't get a laugh. I'll get another one for you. Bread. Last episode of Bread. Crumbs.
Okay. Give him a round of applause. We go on to a round now called Straight Face. The idea of this is not to amuse the audience.
You go, Tim.
Each panellist in turn says a word, and the first one to get a laugh from the studio audience is disqualified. The surviving member at the end wins a matching set of Vera Lynn's. And I had to be very careful how I read that. Willie, I'd like you to start.
Concert.
Pianist.
Triffid. Never gets a laugh.
Kangool.
Gallery.
Book.
Exit.
Flit.
Event.
Plunge.
Plinth.
Out you go. Out you go, Tim.
Go and join Graeme.
Okay, Barry.
Theodolite.
Go on, Willie.
Elephant.
Haddock.
Yes, you, Barry.
I thought I was out. I thought Theodolite had done for me. Nosegay.
Prune.
Plump.
Vent.
Suppository.
Out you go, Willie. It's up to you, Graeme and Barry.
Pottery.
Prophylactic.
Runcible.
Wend.
Artichoke.
Flea.
Logarithm.
Euclid.
Theorem.
Pars.
Mars.
Bars.
Okay, well, Graeme Garden is the winner.
Indeed.
And now, with the whole nation on the edge of its seat, we at last reach a round called Mornington Crescent. Just one special rule, teams, one special rule this week. No one is allowed to straddle. No straddling.
There's always straddling at some point, surely.
Well, and in this game, there isn't going to be any.
No. No, you go oblique instead.
Yeah, they finish
Tim,
up
do you want to
straddling
start?
again.
Will you
You
start?
can go oblique, can you?
Well, if you can't straddle, you have to go oblique, don't you?
There's no
If you go
finish up
oblique,
straddling.
no straddling.
All right, okay.
We've done this rule before.
Yes, Tim's very good at it.
We didn't like it then.
I was hoping they didn't know.
If we can get on with the game, please. Tim, will you start?
Yeah, obliquely. Cork Street.
Conduit Street.
Great Marlborough Street.
Kempton Park.
Mornington Street.
Tottenham Court Road.
Marlowe's Road.
Strand.
That's straddling.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That was a fairly obvious straddle. Will you
Do I pick it up?
you
or
can play
is it-
again once. You can have one more effort.
Queen's Way.
Tulse Hill.
Hendon Road.
Lancaster Gate.
Ruislip Gardens.
Gardens. Russet Gardens.
Yeah.
Morden.
Rickmansworth Road.
My partner does get overexcited. Calm yourself. Calm yourself.
I thought you got it there.
No, we haven't done it yet.
Rickmansworth
We
Road.
will. High Street Kensington.
White City.
had Condit Street, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Have a stride.
What?
Oh, Earl's Court Road.
No, you can't.
Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Painted yourself
Those
in
listening
there.
at home, one of the art of this game is to jump in like Barry did there when the teams are diverted. You probably noticed that. That was excellent. Barry
I
Crowd,
was
the winner of
still
that
worried
one.
about the Triffid, to be perfectly honest.
We have a round called Sing Along. Each team have to sing along to a disc we play them. However, we're going to fade the disc when they get going, and they'll be on their own. The disc then comes back in, and if they're singing with it, they receive 11 points. Barry and Graeme, you're going to sing along to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
I don't.
Have flashy flunkies everywhere?
I don't.
Who wants the bother of a country estate?
A country estate is something I'd hate.
Who wants to wallow in champagne?
I don't.
Who wants a supersonic plane?
I don't.
Who wants to fly the blind city?
Too glossy.
Excellent. What a sense of time.
I met
Now
Franklin
you've got a lot
Spud, you
to
like.
beat there. Willie and Tim, you're going to sing along. This is a slightly harder one, I think. You're going to sing along to Cinderella Rockefeller.
Esther and Abbey National.
You're the lady that I love.
I'm the lady who...
You're the lady that I love.
I'm the lady who...
You're the little lady.
I'm the little lady who... I love your touch.
Oh, thank you so much. I love your eyes.
That's very nice.
I love your chin.
Say it again.
I love your chin. Chinny chin.
Chinny chin.
That's absolutely amazing. By a fraction of a second, a hundredth of a second, that game goes to Barry and Graeme. And we come to a game called Close Quotes. I shall give each team member the first half of a quotation and ask him to complete it, and marks will be deducted for correct answers. One small step for man.
One small step for man, a taxi ride for Ronnie Corbett.
Graeme, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. But they called it the Independent.
Here's one for you, Tim. It's better to have loved and lost
Than jumped out of an aeroplane without a parachute.
How true. Very true.
Barry, breathes there a man with soul so dead?
As Geoffrey Howe?
Willie, here's another one for you. I'm going out now. I may be gone some time.
You know what Sainsbury's is like on a Saturday.
Okay, Graeme, how about this? Fools rush in.
The minute McDonald's open.
There's all our advertising up the spout. Tim,
Yes.
some chicken, some neck.
Some chicken, some neck, some peas and a couple of roast potatoes. No coleslaw, thank you very much. From McDonald's.
I'm a bit nervous about this one, but let's forge ahead. Barry, blow wind and crack your cheeks.
But for God's sake, put the cat out.
Doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? We've come up to the last round now, and Samantha and myself are going to disappear for about 3 minutes while the teams announce the late arrivals of the Schooldays Ball.
As long as 3 minutes, eh? Oh, the Schooldays Ball. Mr. and Mrs. Garden and their son Ken. Garden.
From Sweden, Mr. and Mrs. Lesson, their son Lars. Lesson. Jim, sorry, carry on, Willie. No.
One at a time, please.
Very faint titter. What's going on?
This had better be very good, Willie.
Right.
It is. I can
The
read.
butter puddings and a disgusting son, Brendan. That's what I remember.
And there's Mr. and Mrs. Mattix and their daughter Martha Mattix. Her friend Algie Bra.
Very supportive.
The Beaks and their son, Ed. And his mate, Ron. I went silent. Ed Beak. You call him that at school?
No, not anymore.
In similar vein, there's Mr. and Mrs. Prefect and their son Ed. Prefect. And Craven, A. That's his fag.
Enjoying going to the pavilion.
Marlborough.
Mr. and Mrs. Dover, this'll hurt you more than me. Their son Ben.
There's one for Hump, in Latin. The Acetona family and their daughter Florrie.
Oh,
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Not at all.
Shall I do last lesson again, Willie?
Yes.
Yeah.
From the last of the summer term, comprehensive.
Mr. and Mrs. Dupp, who said that, and their son Stand Up, who said that. And his cat got your tongue, boy.
All right, here's an easy one. Gymnasium. All right.
Got that out of the way.
Yeah.
With Wally Ball.
It's cabaret.
No, it isn't.
Over to you, Tim.
Mr. and Mrs. Bates and their son.
Nigel.
My school days, anyway.
It's cabaret time. Academic and his jazz band and a choir of lumberjacks who'll be doing some logger rhythms for us with their horse trigger nometry.
Welcome return.
Yeah. Our Indian chums, curriculum and curricula. And the Sikh form.
There's Raoul Call. But wait, Mr. and Mrs. Tard and their son Gus Tard and his friend Spotted Dick. He's been under the matron.
Ah, there's that evangelist and former actor, Oral X-Ham. Oral exam.
Headmaster, Mr. Life, very modern headmaster with his computer, mobile phone and fax machine. That's why it's called the Faxer Life. Last lesson.
There's trigonometry.
Galloped on again. You'll clear it up yourself. Mr. and Mrs. Happiest Days and their son, Arthur Happiest Days of your life. Arithmetic and his tot up.
Good night, everyone. That's all we've got time for.
There's cap and gown. No, it is all we've got time.
Oh, look, it's holiday time. Yeah.
Right. By the time this program's
Half a
been set...
holiday.
Yes?
Sorry,
Go on,
no.
Tim. Go on, you have one more.
No, I haven't.
Onward.
You're trailing by 1 point. Can't you draw level?
Say anything.
Then we can have a
Last
tiebreaker.
And his
Go
horse.
ahead, Tim.
Thank you, Hump, for that kind thought. Good night.
Good night, Tim boy.
Once the sense has been at this programme, it should make 3 minutes of riotous fun. Sorry, it's come to an end. From all of us, goodbye.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Paul Spencer.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Matthew Scott, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. A number of people have asked me recently what I, a respectable musician, am doing chairing this program. Is it money they ask, or can it possibly be pleasure? Well, in fact, I'm not at liberty to say why I do it, but if I could get hold of the negatives, things would be very different. And our comely scorer, Samantha, would be very relieved too. This week we've got a new player, so things might look up. Bill Tidy joins Barry Cryer on my left. And they play Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton on my right. Not forgetting, of course, our lovely scorer, who, since she joined us at the beginning of the series, has given an entirely new meaning to the term awarding points. Samantha. And we've got time for one more round, so we're going to play The Last Thing I Remember, this round's called. It's a variation of the game Famous Last Words. I shall be asking the teams for the last thing they remember before becoming totally incapacitated. The winner will be the one with the most marks, or bruises. And we're going to start with you, Willie Rushton.
Oh. The last thing I remember, Humphrey, is casually asking Claire Rayner whatever happened to heavy petting.
Bill.
The last thing I remember is I stood outside the Cunard White Star offices in 1912 with my polar bear as they displayed lists of survivors from the Titanic. Is there any news of the iceberg?
Tim.
The last thing I remember is confidently saying, I don't know, these C5s seem pretty safe to me.
Barry.
Hello, Humph. The last thing I remember was telling Steve Davis an Irish joke. I'm told a Q was later removed with the aid of a local anaesthetic.
I was in High Holborn. I think it was a Thursday. I saw this huge figure lumbering towards me, and I thought, ho ho, Elephant Man lives. And I shouted, put the bag back on your head, Jumbo. And it was Robert Maxwell.
Last thing I remember hearing is, Tim Brooke-Taylor, come on down.
What a nice girl. The last thing I can remember is I stuck my head in through the stable door on that Christmas so long ago as the star shone brightly overhead, was saying, good evening, I'm from the One Parent Family Association.
Oh, it's a girl.
Have you ever had a fight outside a yurt? I can remember fighting outside a yurt in Ulaanbaatar in 1181.
As late as that?
Well, are we allowed previous existences?
You're allowed anything on this show.
I remember fighting outside this yurt and saying, Mrs. Khan, your Jenkins is hitting me.
He's in a world of his own, you know.
Right, well, this is the point where I give the teams advance warning of the late arrivals whom they'll have to announce at the end of the programme. And this week we'll be asking them to announce the late arrivals at the Expectant Mother's Ball.
Oh.
Expectant Mother's Ball. We're going to play Good News, Bad News. Someone whom I'm about to nominate will start with some good news, and then the next person gives us the corresponding bad news. The next person gives us more good news, and so on until I press the buzzer, which for those of you sitting at home, you're itching to know what the buzzer sounds like. It sounds like that. Right. We'll start with you, Tim. Some good news.
Good news. They've introduced proportional representation. Good.
That means Cyril Smith's got 15 seats.
Another 10 and you can sit down. That was good news.
Bad news on the SDP.
Good news. That's not bad news. But this is, they're going to televise the Commons.
Good news over Mary Whitehouse's dead body.
Terrific news.
Yeah.
Bad news, it's replacing snooker.
Good news! Even more balls for your money!
Well, let's do that again. I like that.
Good
start
news,
with
they've
you.
introduced proportional Oh, no, not exactly.
More repeat.
Willie, start this one off, please, with some good news.
Good news, it's British film here.
Bad news. I've already seen it twice.
Good news, Richard Attenborough's making Gandhi 2.
Bad news, just when you thought it was safe to get back in the loincloth.
Good news, David Lean's making Passage to India 2.
Bad news! It's called Curry on Papadum!
Is that good news or bad news? I can't remember.
No.
All right, good news. Well, shall we call it? It's it's a remake of Ria Vindaloo.
Bad news, Sir Alec Guinness will be singing Chapati's Over.
Good news, Clint Eastwood will be appearing as Doty Harry.
Bad news. It's called A Fistful of Dal. It's the first tandoori western.
Good news. After the show, why not visit Black Hole of Kolkata, only a few minutes from this theatre?
Bad news, they're open.
Good news. Good news, the Pope's getting married.
Bad news. Again.
Good news. Elizabeth Taylor was eliminated in the semi-finals on the away scoring system.
After extra time. Bad news, he is marrying the Nolan sisters.
Good news, the children are being brought up sideways.
Bad news. The bride's mother wants to redecorate the Sistine Chapel in papal puce.
Good news. Oh, look. There's a large puff of grey smoke.
That's his first wife gone then.
So we're now going on to play the well-known game Last Episode. In this round, the aim is to put the last nail in the coffin of a long-running radio or television show and close the series down in one line. Matthew Scott will play the theme music and I shall award some points. Possibly. Bill, we're going to start with you now, and I'd like you to put an abrupt end to Crossroads.
My God! They're putting a traffic island in.
Willie put an end to Miami Vice.
Very grateful. Come on, Tubbs. A gay junkie alligator never hurt anybody.
Barry, yours is That's Life.
Oh, my God, she's left them in the glass by the bed.
And Tim, here's one for you. Treasure Hunt with Annika Rice.
Sorry about the fog, Annika. The Eiffel Tower should be coming up any minute now. And welcome to South Africa for the first in a new series of Pot Black. I like the idea of one man and his dog sort of starting there. Come away, come up. Bucket of cold water, please.
Clever swing at Coronation Street. They're putting beer in the water at the Rover's return.
Again.
Points of view, if I could wrinkle my nose and do it. I agree with you totally, Mrs. Prunella Worthington of Elstree Hearts. The Board of Governors here couldn't stuff a dead yak with after 8 minutes.
Price is right. Come on down. Oh, they have.
The news. The world ended yesterday.
Now look at the weather.
Well, ending that round, as always, on a high note, we're going on to the round called Sing-Along. In this round, each panellist has to sing along with a disc. Once the tune and tempo have been established, the sound of the disc will disappear and the panellist will be left on his own. After embarrassing pause, the disc comes back and the panellist scores points if he's still with it. And you'll be the judge of that. The audience is going to judge this one. We're going to start the round with you, Barry Crown. I want you to sing along with Putting on the Ritz from the soundtrack of Young Frankenstein.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where passion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat can switch stripes or cut to waistcoat for perfect fits. Put on me! Oh. Stop.
Well, according to the stopwatch here, you were 0.03 of a second out. Willie, you're going to sing along now with Don't Rain on My Parade by Barbara Streisand.
The tune.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy in the sun.
Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? How much my band out? I'll beat my drum, where are you? And if I'm band out.
I can't give you a point there, Willie. You weren't even with it when the music was going.
The nostrils, I can't compete with the nostrils.
She wins by a nose, I tell you.
Bill, as you're a newcomer to the game, here's an easy one for you. I Who Have Nothing by Shirley Bassey.
I will have nothing. I
who have no
one.
Sell it.
I adore you. I want you so. I'm just a no one with nothing to give you but oh. I love you.
Excellent. 10 points for ingenious cheating. Tim, here's your one. You're going to sing along with I Want to Be Like You from The Jungle Book.
I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I reached the top and had to stop, and that's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Ooh, ooby-doo, I want to be like you. Ooby-doo, I want to walk like you, true. I talk like you, true.
Not since Greystoke.
Now we come to a very significant moment in today's programme. Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton are going to attempt to beat the world speed Mornington Crescent record. This stands at present at 17.2 seconds and was achieved by two Finns, Jørgen Matti and Jan Nielsen, in 1982. They also recorded a time of 18.1 seconds at altitude. Well, this speed record attempt is based on a 6-move permutation and is therefore in line with other world record attempts. We also have two independent adjudicators in the audience to ensure fair play, and as an added precaution, Tim and Willie will now put on their blindfolds. Okay, you ready? Right, stand by, Tim and Willie.
Oh, I wonder where you were.
Is that your beard or are you standing on your head?
Challenge from Barry. Wrong round. Sorry, Barry, you were going to challenge.
Tim can see around the side of that. There's not really anything very interesting going on, though.
Right, stand by. Tim will be starting from Cockfosters, and the time starts now.
Earl Street.
High Street, Kensington.
Lonsdale Road.
Parade Street.
How many more have we got to do?
I don't know, I'm blindfolded.
About 3:15, Willie.
Oh.
Westbourne Grove.
Yeah. Mornington Grove.
Correct.
Oh, it's nice to be out
Well,
of
you
there.
just scraped inside the record, so that,
Lord.
our audience here realise that that's a fairly significant moment in this, not only in the program, but in the entire 13-year series.
Yes, indeed.
So let's have another round of applause for
Thank you very much.
Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton.
We did it
Of course,
for
we'll have to ask our two
Hope it'll be
adjudicators to
ratified.
see whether they did that correctly or whether there were any mistakes. So if I can ask the two adjudicators in the audience to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Can we have a slow action replay, perhaps? That'd be very exciting.
I'm not even sure that's a thumb.
Yes, our adjudicators passed that one. So can we have a round of applause for our two adjudicators? And also another round of applause for Samantha, who's making...
Keep going the record book
is
of
making an
Guinnesses.
absolute dog's dinner of the score.
She hasn't seen his shoes for a year.
We go on to a round called Lies, All Lies. I'm going to give a team member a subject, and he must try to lie about it for a minute. If he tells the truth, he can be challenged, and the challenger must then take over. And we're going to begin with Willie Rushton. And Willie, your subject is the gas board.
The Gas Board is a wonderfully efficient organisation that provides cheap electricity to every home in the country. Finland. With a simple device, a tap, one can have a house full of electricity, which will run your kettle, so it'll boil in at least 27 minutes. It'll bring you brilliant television from BBC One. Thanks to Mike Grade, who is a genius as well, but that's not for me to say so at this juncture. What a splendid job he is doing. He ought to be on the gas board. He ought to be gas.
Could be...
Challenge from Barry Cryer.
Could be circumventing the truth about the kettle. Not you, Mike, because I'm really looking forward to working with you. But the kettle struck me as slightly... the average kettle is about 30 minutes, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit
I'll accept that
stretching
challenge.
the point.
I'll accept that, Barry. Will you continue lying about the gas board?
Oh. The
challenge from Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Hesitation.
I shall ignore that.
Yes, exactly. The gas board.
Challenge from Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Hesitation again, I thought.
And the
I'm trying to get through to the gas board.
There's no point. You never get through to the gas board.
I think I'll accept that.
Yes.
Carry on, Tim, then, quickly, but more...
I think the gas board is perfectly wonderful. The fact that it was cheap, it is the least harmful, it is the most splendid way of driving an aeroplane.
Or challenge from Bill.
I don't like that look of pain on your face. I think, can I challenge him that had he taken gas, he would have looked much happier?
That, unfortunately, is true. I don't think that can be argued with. So, Bill, you've got 1.5 seconds to lie about the gas board. And you win.
Masterly.
Let's play another round of that. We're going to start this time with you, Barry, and your subject is Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, one of the leading lights of the Gas Board Amateur Dramatic Society, is one of the more impressive, younger American presidents with...
Challenge from somebody, but the light didn't go on.
Impressive, I was debating.
Oh, well, no. I think impressive was in conjunction with... Don't you, audience? It was in conjunction with younger. I don't think he meant it on its own, do you?
No, it was in...
No, do you...
I think President had a ring of truth about it, though, which I mean might well be... Yeah.
Of the Gas Board Amateur Dramatic Society.
Oh, sorry.
I was getting to that.
Beg pardon?
Well, you didn't get there quick enough. Willie, take up the lies about Ronald Reagan.
Challenge Barry for being beady, I think.
And I accept that, too.
Ronald Reagan, who has been happily married for many years to Barbara Streisand, was in the original King Kong. He was the original Silence of the River. But at the same time, he's never an actor. I just remembered that. So he couldn't have been, could he? I mean, no, I was lying.
Challenge from Bell.
He never was an actor.
No. He was a gas fitter. From Rotherham.
Oh, that Ronald Reagan. I'm sorry.
Challenge from Bill.
Which state, Rotherham?
You're not meant to ask questions. They're meant to ask questions.
I've come a long way for this.
I won't answer it.
That's all right, that's all right.
Will you take it up then, Bill?
No.
He's getting a sleeper back tonight. You're travelling all that way on a plank. It's not funny.
I feel as if I'm on it now.
Unless you come out of that sulk in 10 seconds, I shall award the entire game, in fact, the whole of tonight's programme, to Tim and Willie.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I would like to apologise to everyone. I've got to tell plenty of lies. The gas board was a beautiful woman. One of the nicest... Her marriage to Ronald Reagan was a long and happy one. They had many therms. Many blue lights flickered above their porch. And Ronald Reagan, who went black overnight, was one of those marvellous human beings upon which the whole free world depends. And I want you to vote for him now! Now! Now!
Challenge from
Marvellous
Tim.
human beings that the whole world depends on. Sorry to take this so literally, but I think Ronald Reagan is best known for his advertisements for McDonald's hamburgers. And that jolly clown that leaps around. And I love clowns because they're so cheerful and friendly, and I might get a free hamburger out of this, if nothing else.
I deserve one, in my view.
I think so, too. Ronald Reagan is also known as being the back part of Black Beauty when the first film was made, and...
Well, as I didn't accept Tim's challenge, Bill is the winner again for that one. And we go on to the point in the programme where Samantha and I relax, and you can all enjoy the team's announcements for the late arrivals at the expectant mother's ball.
Mr. and Mrs. Daynow and their daughter Annie Daynow.
Herr Baron und Baroness Munzgon und their daughter Nena Munzgon.
Direct from her current engagement in cabaret at the Pudding Club, Martha Kerr, who's singing old standards like A Womb with a View.
Would you welcome, please, Dennis Skinner, Dennis Canavan and Eric Heffer? You know what that means? The labour pains have started.
Mr. and Mrs. Tisn'Tis and their daughter Betty Tisn'Tis.
Mr. and Mrs. Leeway and their plump daughter Inez Emily Way. Inez Emily Way.
Where's the F? Or did you leave it out?
Well, there's Mrs. Maxwell. She's obviously had a checkup. Now, a pregnant pause in the festivities, please, for Mrs. Marion Kind. Oh, Miss. In that case, she's obviously not the Marion Kind.
That fine old thespian, surrogate mother.
Oh, Sarah Gate, who's always got it in for somebody.
Mr. and Mrs. Poddigan and their fecund daughter, Noreen Poddigan.
On your knees, please, to welcome Julius Caesarion.
There's a mysterious figure over there. What's his name? Billy Cull. Struck a chord with the audience.
Will you welcome, please, a Scotsman with Indian overtones, and it's as it's past midnight, we can say, morning, Seekness. Mr. and Mrs. Official Insemination.
Uncontrived.
Off! And their son, Robert.
In response to agonised cries of Mayday from the producer, this is where I...
Mr. and Mrs. Juiced and their son, Ian.
Nice of you.
There's Delavrie, who's been drinking polluted water. She's 3 months stagnant. It's cabaret time. Will you welcome Wham?
Bam! Thank you, man.
Well, we've run out of time now, so we have to say goodbye from all of us here until next time. Goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Tim Brooke-Taylor, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Matthew Scott setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Paul Mayhew Archer.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Matthew Scott, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. I'm delighted to say this programme is now being broadcast in the Falklands and is proving most popular. Willie Rushton in particular has attracted some enormous ratings. Well, you know what...
You know what sailors are.
And Tim Brooke-Taylor is popular with the sheep. So would you welcome Tim and Willie on my right. And Stephen Fry and Barry Cryer on my left. And, of course, our topless scorer, Samantha.
Jelly on the plate.
We're going to start with Tim's favourite game, the ad-lib poem. I'm going to give someone the first line of a poem, and they continue until I buzz them, and the next person continues, and so on until we reach an artistic conclusion. It's been known to take weeks. And the first line this time is, there's a seaside place called Sellafield that's noted for fresh air and fun. Barry, you're the man to carry that one on.
There's a seaside place known as Sellafield that's noted for fresh air and fun. We used to go there on our holidays. Just me and the wife and our son. We used to go when it was called Windscale. And we're still going. Now it's changed name.
We used to be accompanied by a lady on the game. A huge and full-bodied woman with a head like Randolph Churchill's. Oh, damn, I thought you were going to press the buzzer. She used to run along the beach and chase the tiny turtles. She used to ride the donkeys. She used to build in sand.
Doesn't use the rhythm method, does it?
With her dear white-headed mother clutching her fevered hand. The sweat, it broke out on her forehead, and down her brow it ran.
Oh dear, the poem's come to me. Please God, let it scan. She rode this donkey to and fro upon that wintry beach. She
rode and rode and rode and rode, far beyond our reach. We went back again for year after year, spending our holiday weeks. And then we discovered her amid the dunes. She was the first of the Sellafield leaks.
Well, this is the point where I give the teams advance warning of the late arrivals they'll be announcing at the end of the programme. This week we'll be asking them for the late arrivals at the Nannies Ball. The Nannies Ball.
It's a sort of contradiction in terms.
Here's another one. Matthew Scott is going to play the piano in this... Because we're going to play the blues round. This is the round when each team has to improvise a blues with the members of each team taking alternate lines, and assistance, of course, is provided, if you call it that, by Matthew Scott at the piano. Barry and Stephen, will you give Tim and Willie their subject, please, for a blues?
Yes. We'd like them to do the award ceremony blues.
I woke up this morning with a mouth like Dennis Skinner's.
Sorry about it. All right. I was thinking about the BAFTA Awards, the Oscars, the Sweat Awards, the Standard Award, Sportsman of the Year, the New Year's Honours List, the Emmys, the Grammys, the Tonys, the Art Novel Awards, and the fact that I'm never ever among the winners.
Then I thought, praise the Lord.
I never had to sit through all those bloody dinners.
Right, Tim and Willie, if you give Barry and Stephen now their subject.
We'd like them to do a calypso, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Stephen's
righto.
Wants to sing with the Antipodean calypso. That's down the other end.
I was in New Zealand just the other day.
My hotel was really fine, I'm pleased to say.
The manager treated me like royalty.
He showed me his bum and threw an egg at me.
Excellent.
I always get a
Very
laugh
good.
with
Barry and Stephen win that one.
Certainly.
Do you agree? Do you
I
accept
agree.
that?
Totally.
We're going to play now Call My Bluff. You've probably seen the television program Call My Bluff. Well, we have an entertaining version of that game. I shall want our team members to define a word I shall give them. I shall then guess which is the true definition. And teams, now, your word is tortoiseshell. Tortoiseshell. I think we'll start with you, Stephen, now. You're beginning to get the hang of things.
Well, tortoise. In Quattrocento, Italy, when painters of the Sienese school used to do Madonna paintings, I bet you didn't know she was that old, they used to use a very particular pigment which they made up. It was a pigment of the imagination. No. I mean, they made it up out of a particular stone called lapis lazuli, which is very blue. And that became known as lapis lazuli. That's all quite irrelevant, because tortoiseshell is a particular type of petrol that's just been brought out by a major petrol company for very slow cars, for Beetles, 2CVs and so on like that. So it's a very slow petrol or Mancunian fertility dance. Or zither. Or it's a Hindu state of blessedness for keeping old nail clippings in. A slow petrol, essentially.
I see.
Like Police 5, eh?
Right. Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Tortoiseshell is the first Monday in August. It's celebrated, if that's the right word, by all rag and bone men. First Monday in August. Traditionally, this is the worst day in the year for them, as many people are on holiday. That's why it's called Totter's Hell. The derivative, Totter's Hell. Interesting.
Right, Bat.
It's got three sort of little roots in it. It's tort, which is, as you know, an injury or harmful action for which you can bring a civil action. Tort. Ush, the verb from usher, to ush, which means to show people to their seats. And L, E-double-L, which is an international measure, but in England it's regarded as 1 1/4 yards. So it is an injury sustained during showing people to their seats over a distance of not more than 1 1/4 yards. Tortoiseshell.
Okay, Willie.
But this is taut as well, but T-A-U-T, because it's taut as hell. It is tortoiseshell because it elides like that, because it means extremely tight as a judge. On your back, waving your legs in the air.
Turned turtle, hence tortoiseshell.
Well, there are the definitions, and I have to decide now which is the correct one. Could be slow petrol, but I don't know. First Monday in August is doubtful. I can't remember there ever having been a first Monday in August. Barry's injury, we all know about. This is perhaps interesting. No, I don't think it could be that. Willie Rushton. Could be Willie Rushton as well. Difficult, isn't it? Now we're going to play the game called... We're going to play the round called crossbreeding. We're going to play a scientific round called crossbreeding, and I shall want our 4 geneticists to put their heads together, preferably on the same neck, and come up with suggestions for some new hybrid creatures.
If you cross Dr. Fu Manchu and a prison sentence, you get Manchester United.
If you crossed Frank Bruno and Nicholas Parsons, well, you'd have just 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Oh. A bit of royal breeding. If you crossed Andrew Ridgeley and George Michael with Banda Gascoigne by kind permission of a leading member of the royal family, you get wham bam, thank you, man.
If you cross Placido Domingo with Rick Mail, you'd get a topsy-turvy.
If you cross the Wind in the Willows with Esther Ranson, you get a toad molester.
If you crossed Thomas Chippendale with Michael Heseltine, you'd have a beautifully made cabinet that kept walking out on itself.
Hannibal crossed the Alps with an elephant and got a mountain that never forgets.
Cross Prince Andrew and the former Speaker Lord Tony Pandy, you get Randy Andy Pandy.
If you cross the equator with Lord Whitelaw, you get a willy warmer.
If you crossed Brian Walden and David Bellamy, you'd get that noise when you pull a Wellington out of a marsh. Sort of noise.
If you cross the Sahara with a Land Rover, look out for Mark Thatcher, the twit's lost again.
If you cross Andrew Lloyd Webber, Geoffrey Archer, an Undertaker, and John le Carré, you get cats with arseholes wreathed in smiling. I remember the old song.
If you crossed Long John Silver and Lassie, you'd have someone who fell over every time they wanted to have a pee.
If I could just, as chairman, if I could just steer this programme tactfully back into the realms of broadcastable material.
If you cross Long John Silver with Lionel Blair, you'd get Starstruck and Crutch.
Well, I'm glad we cleaned it up.
If you cross Mrs. Thatcher and Rupert Murdoch, you're fired.
That's it.
And with that, Willie leaps into the lead, and we go on to sing-along. In this round, each panellist has to sing along with a disc. Once the tune and the tempo have been established, the sound of the disc will disappear and the panellist will be left on his own. After an embarrassing pause, the disc comes back, and the panellist scores points if he's still with it. We'll start this round with you, Barry Cryer, and we're going to ask you to sing along with If, sung by Telly Savalas.
Contradiction
If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? The words will never show the you I've come to know. And if a face could launch 1,000 ships, then where am I to go? There's no one home but you. You're all that's left. Me too, all that's left.
You're wrong.
Very nearly very accurate, Barry, but not quite. See if you can improve on that Willie Rushton with New York, New York, sung by who else?
Earl's Court, Earl's Court. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. Oh, God, he's getting old, isn't he? So slow now. Well, he must be 90.
Stephen, here's the song for you to sing along with. It's a hymn to him by Rex Harrison from My Fair Lady.
Why can't a woman be more like a man?
I beg your pardon?
Yes, why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so honest, so thoroughly square, eternally noble, historically fair. But when you win, we'll always give your back a pat. Why can't a woman be like that?
Why does everyone do what the others do? Can't a woman learn to use her head? Why do they do everything their mothers do? Why don't they grow up like their father?
Why don't they grow up?
We have an interesting situation because each of the panellists so far has anticipated the song that he's singing along by exactly the same number of seconds. 3 1/3 to be exact. So it's up to you, Tim. If you can improve on that, you win the round and the whole game and the series and everything. Tim, your song is the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company...
Good luck, Tim. Thank you.
By the Andrews Sisters.
The bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. He'd have to seem to understand. Because the next day the cat went on and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays heavily. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tootly and a toot. He pays it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays heavily.
It's got to be the first time.
Andrews, get you moving. Never fails.
Well, Samantha certainly enjoyed it.
She knocked me off a chair twice.
Okay, that's the end of that round, and we're going to go on to a new round called Blurb. This is a variation of hype. In this next round, one team will describe a book in the most exciting terms possible. The other team will then have to identify the book. And Tim and Willie are going to go first. And while the identity goes up now on our studio computer, here's our mystery voice. Here's our mystery voice to tell you at home.
The London telephone directory, E to K.
You find computers put your teeth on edge?
It's that floppy chalk, isn't it?
Tim and Willie, now, will you start to describe your book?
A cast of thousands. Samantha Fox with not one Gandhi, but 2. You'll be stunned by the number of F's. With unforgettable numbers. Enjoy some heart-searching moments. And some Herbert-searching moments. You enjoyed the Jewel in the Crown. Well, thrill now to the Khyber Pass Tandoori 43 the Glebe SW15.
Right. Stephen and Barry, any ideas?
Oh, phone book, telephone directory.
Telephone directory.
It's not I'd like a little more than that.
H. H to L.
No, H.
A to D.
E to H.
E to... I don't want the audience to help with this.
No. It's the London telephone directory. E to H.
No, you're not going to get it, I'm afraid. Will you tell him?
E to K.
Too late. Okay, well now, Stephen and Barry, it's your turn to describe a book. It's going up on our computer, and here it is for you at home.
The Oxford English Dictionary.
So it's gone up on the board, and the mystery voice has told you at home. Incidentally, those of you who've written in asking for the identity of the mystery voice, it will be announced at the end of the century. Will you start describing now, Stephen and Barry?
This book has it all.
Adultery.
Bestiality.
Fornication.
Greed.
Passion.
Pride.
Perversion.
Sadism.
Tenderness.
Savagery.
Raffia work.
All within the covers of this world bestseller.
So vast its canvas, so broad its sweep.
This book is impossible to pick up.
60 years in the making, lovingly tooled. Comes complete with marmoset and grouting.
Right. Tim and Willie.
I thought it was the Bible till the marmoset appeared.
I thought it was a history of the GLC.
The complete Oxford whatever dictionary.
Get it, sir. Very easy.
What did you said?
The shorter Oxford Dictionary. Or the
No, it's not. I must have what's on the card.
Complete Oxford encyclopedia of all known facts. About marmosets and grouting.
I can't give you any points if you don't give me exactly what's on the card.
English.
All right.
Thank you, Tim. Nobody got any points from that round, and we go on now to restaurant jargon. I shall be asking our teams for some restaurant jargon and what it really means. Free for all this, anybody can start.
Soup of the day. They don't tell you that the day was March the 18th, 1943.
Dawn picked mushrooms. Dawn picked them, God knows when.
Good evening, sir. My name is André. Means my name is Neville, and I was born and raised in Catford.
Chef special? No, he's not.
Help yourself to as much salad as you like means we have tiny salad plates.
Nestling in a bed of lettuce means the cockroaches are mating.
Waitress service means that's her praying in the corner.
Would you like a drink at the bar first means your table isn't ready. Please give us a lot of money while you're waiting for it. Which wine did you say again, sir? Means I'm going to pretend I didn't understand your French accent just to embarrass all your friends.
Number 23, please.
They never tell you that the chef's speciality has had him bound over twice.
Service is not included means service is not included. Chef has asked me to say that he particularly recommends the turbot. Means if we don't shift that turbot by tonight, we'll have to throw it out.
Right. Well, you've got to go on thinking now, because this is where I sit back and listen to you announcing the late arrivals. At the Nannies Ball. The Nannies Ball.
There's Mr. and Mrs. The Good Boy, then. And there's son Hughes, the good boy, there. And there's another nanny who's known as Martha Substitute.
The Siamese twins, mewling and puking.
Together with their little friend, the baby guitarist, stick over your shirt. Sometimes he plays a baby sitar, but he's a baby guitarist.
It's the Ittelmites and their baby son, Paul Littlemite.
We welcome our Arab friend, Sheikh Rattle.
And the Out-the-Nins with their daughter Bet Out-the-Nin.
Well, there's a nanny having trouble with Jerry. I think he's a little potty.
Mr. and Mrs. Section and their imperial son, Caesar Ian.
There's Scarlett O'Fever. She's starring in the remake of Gone with the Wind with Burt Reynolds.
And there's the little Lacy's You're Old Enough boy. Tyrone Lacy's You're Old Enough.
Welcome the Irish footballer, Patrick Dermot Attrition, better known as PDO Attrition, dribbling around the room.
A couple of Americans, Dean Rusk and Farley Granger.
That's a very anxious father from Golders Green. There's Mrs. supposed to be sick every 3 hours, and her husband, is he supposed to be sick every 3 hours?
Mr. and Mrs. It's Your Turn and their son Hugo, It's Your Turn.
The Bulaters and their son Priam.
There's Wendy House. Oh, there's the Spender Penny Miss daughter, Anita Spender Penny Miss. And her friend Justin Time 2.
3 West Indian fast bowlers with their speedy hat-tricks.
From America, Di Purr.
Also from America, one of the him under the chins. Chuck him under the chin.
You can have a surfeit of wit. Well, it's time to bring the programme to a close now. Goodbye from all of us, and we'll see you next time.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Stephen Fry and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Matthew Scott setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Paul Mayhew Archer.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Thank you, and hello again, and welcome to what's called a panel game, because no one's yet come up with an alternative definition that's broadcastable. We have 2 teams taking part. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, John Junkin and William Rushton. And we go immediately into the first round, which takes as its starting point the poverty of the international film industry. For economic reasons, new films will have to be remakes of pairs of old films. And I want to hear from the teams the resulting titles, and I'll award points for anything approaching humour. Graeme Garden, will you start?
Right. This is a film that's been remade out of Half a Sixpence, The Dirty Dozen, and The Exorcist. And it's half a dozen eggs.
Right, John Junkin.
This is a film which is a union between Rob Roy and the Leather Boys, and it's called Jockstrap.
Barry, how about yours?
Stand back for a blockbuster made from the films of latter years, Lord of the Flies and Flash Gordon. And the new film is entitled Would You Mind Accompanying Me to the Station?
This is where I introduce the round that's played at the end of the programme in order to give the teams time to think of the silly names for people arriving this week at the Housewives Ball. Housewives Ball. Got that, teams? Yes. Right. We go on to the next round, which is called Sound Charades. One team has to make noises and the other team must guess what they mean. It's been my impression they've been doing that up to now, but still. The audience let into the secret and can help by applauding when they think they're getting warmer and doing the other thing when they're not. I'm not going to read that again because it didn't make any sense the first time and it's unlikely to the second time. But anyway, those of you who are listening at home had better both pay strict attention now, because a mystery voice will tell you what the particular subject is. And the first team to give their subject will be Barry and Graeme.
Oh. Barry and Graeme's charade is Harvey. Harvey.
And I'm going to ask, before the others try and guess your subject, I'm going to go ask whether it's a book or a play, or a film, or a television series, or what?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes.
Right.
It's a play and a film and a play.
Indeed, yes.
Right, will you do your charade, please?
Who's that fellow with His 2 fingers in the air?
That was either his James Stewart or his Vera Lynn impression.
We'll meet again, don't know why. Oh, you guessed it.
Yes, and a horse. It's somebody riding a horse, riding past either a very rude gentleman or Winston Churchill.
You've
Is there
dated
a play
yourself.
called that at all, do you know?
No.
There isn't?
No.
I think we ought to help them by asking
Does
how many
Harvey
words.
enter into it?
It does.
Well, Harvey entered into it in the nick of time, so that's a mark now to Willie Rushton, and we go over to you, John and Willie, and meanwhile the audience here will be shown your subject on a board. Listen, those of you at home, for the mystery voice.
Tim and Willie's charade is Funny Lady. Funny Lady.
This is a film. Miss Blenkinsop, why don't you come back to my apartment and we'll discuss this in detail over a cocktail?
Very well, darling.
The Odd Couple.
No.
Will you tell them how many words they're trying to get?
2. The. Is one a definite article?
No, not usually.
The indefinite article.
No, not at all.
No.
So it's like...
It's an adjective and a noun.
Secretary.
It's like something, something.
Put a time limit on them, Pump.
Stop making rules.
You do lose, you lose a point for each half hour.
So... Is it secretary?
No. Much of the clue appeared in the fact that was my deeper voice I employed for Miss Blenkinsop or Fortescue. I played both with equal skill.
Incredible, that.
Amazing. Is Miss Fortescue...
I don't think they're going to get it.
I don't think we are, actually.
No.
Shall we
I
tell
don't
them?
think so.
You tell them, you do it so well.
Funny Lady.
Dear.
We'll give you another chance to catch up there, Barry and Graham, with another subject. The audience is going to be shown it right now. And the mystery voice will tell you at home.
And this time, Barry and Graham's charade is The Merry Wives of Windsor. The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Are they looking for a play, a film, or a what?
This time they're looking for a play.
A play. Yes.
Play on words.
I say, I've just married Prince Charles.
I married Prince Charles.
I just married him too,
I married him as well.
Yes, so have I. I've just married Prince Charles.
I just married Prince Charles.
Not the bigamist. Royal Hunt of the Sun.
Excellent. Air on a shoestring.
Crown Matrimonial.
No.
No.
I'll give you a clue. It's quite difficult.
Was the fact that you were hysterical with glee relevant?
No.
I know what it is. I think I do anyway. The Merry Wives of Windsor.
John Duncan and William Rushton, you have another effort
Yes, we
now,
do. Indeed
another
we do.
subject now.
And the charade that Tim and Willie will act out is A Little Night Music. A Little Night Music.
You are looking for a musical play.
A musical play?
Yes, will be that kind. Are you ready, sir?
Right.
Shut up down there.
Apart from a little night music.
Two
Very
smart
sorry
asses
about
in
that.
one programme, it's too much.
Very quick, Barry, but not quite quick enough. And well in the lead now. Now, the next round, under the pathetic title of It Has Been Said, is concerned with quotations. I'll give each of you in turn an impossibly obscure quotation, and I want you to identify its author and the circumstances under which it was said. John, I'm going to start with you. Are you all set for your quotations?
I am.
These are all genuine quotations, and you should know them all. John, yours is, cheer up, the worst is yet to come.
Cheer up, the worst is yet to come. This was said by an announcer on independent television just before Sale of the Century.
Well, quite near it. You get your point for that one.
Thank you.
It was actually said by somebody called Philander Johnson.
Who is an announcer on ITV?
Yes, exactly.
As we all know. Barry.
He was before he said that.
Barry, your quotation's coming up now.
Yes.
I can tell the sex of a seagull 30 yards off.
George Segal.
Well, actually, you get a mark for that because it was, as you realize, brilliant. But the real answer is that well-known ornithological voyeur, Jean Giraudoux.
Oh.
Right, got that down?
And we all know about
Willie
it.
Rushton.
Yes.
Here's yours. Cats and monkeys, monkeys and cats, all human life is there.
Cats and monkeys, monkeys and cats. Beverly Nichols. Or was it King Kong? I was standing so far away and the paper's all over.
Queen Kong.
Right, yes. Well, I'll tell you the real one for that, and the reason why you're not going to get a mark
is
is that it was the well-known American novelist Henry James.
Yes.
Right.
He was inside King. He was the creature within King Kong. He wore the King Kong get-up. He was King Kong.
Graeme Garden.
He and Ivan Novello.
That's just gossip.
Graeme Garden. The winds come to me from the fields of sleep.
The winds come to me from the fields of sleep. That is actually was said by Disgruntled of Kidderminster when writing to the local paper complaining about the offensive nature of a nearby farm. In fact, it should be the winds come to me from the fields of sheep, and is to be found in the Oxford Book of Misprints.
Well, it actually comes from the Oxford Book of English Verse, so that you're
that as
pretty well
yes.
there.
Yes.
And it was by William Wordsworth. Let's have another round of that.
All right. Why not?
Why?
Right, John Duncan.
Yes.
Here's another one for you. But lasting joys the man attend who has a polished female friend.
Lasting joys, a man attend who has a polished female friend. This was coined as an advertising slogan by a man called Sidney Slingsby, who just invented woman polish.
I'll buy
Well,
He was a widow cleaner.
I'm sure, John, you'd like me to give Graham a point for that.
I'd like to give him a split lip for that.
It's actually written by a very daft poet of some years ago called the Reverend Cornelius Were. Barry, yours is coming up now. If you start throwing hedgehogs under me, I shall throw 2 porcupines under you.
If you start throwing hedgehogs under me, I shall
throw 2 porcupines under you.
Oh, it's very dialectic, that. That is, that's mousy tongue, but a friends of Margaret Thatcher hot supper. I cheated, I remember the exact occasion.
Well,
Thank you for
cheating
that
or not,
applause.
you're in the right, within the right power block. It was actually, as you know, Nikita Khrushchev.
One and the same. Have you ever seen them together?
Willie, another one for you now.
Yes.
One is not born a woman, one becomes one.
One is not born a woman, one becomes one. Short-sighted rabbi.
Yes, indeed. Well, it was actually Simone de Beauvoir.
Oh,
A part-time rabbi.
Which brings us to Graham, your last quotation, and yours is, use your frog as though you loved him. Use your frog as though you loved him.
Yes. That was said by Mr. Nimrod Juncture of Billy Ricky, I think you'll find, who also asked for 37 other offences to be taken into consideration.
And his real name was, as you probably guessed,
yes,
Isaac Walton.
Oh,
right, yes.
Right.
That unfortunately puts you in the lead again, as we go on to the next round, which is called Pick Up Song, for some unknown reason. In this round, I will start you off on a song, and then I shall stop on a word in the lyric, unless encouragement from the audience forces me to go on to the end of the song. Anyway, when I stop, a member of the opposing team must then take up that word, but sing a different song, starting with it. Are you with it?
Who starts?
Right. We'll start here with Barry Cryer.
Oh.
Your song, Barry.
A song?
I'm going to start you off on a song.
Oh, I see. You're going to start me off.
I'm going to stop on a word of it, and you must pick up that word and start a new song. And I assure you there is a song that starts with this word.
I see.
Here we go. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree.
Three little girls from school, are we?
Yeah, can I just tell you, because I forgot to tell you before that you must stop on a word in your rendition, and it'll be taken up by the other side.
Are we? Are we?
We, the red, red robin comes bobbing along.
Oh, dear.
A long time from May to September.
Excellent. September.
No. Timber.
What? Timber.
Timber.
Timber, blue, timber, green bottles. Timber, green bottles hanging on the wall.
Wall, Barry.
Wall, meet again. Won't away. But I know.
No. I'm going to cop out.
No strings, no connections?
No, 1,000 times no.
That throws no back to you.
Oh, no.
All right, no. No way.
No.
Well, the audience is singing a song.
No business
let's have
like
some
show business like no business, I know.
That is
No
the end
strings,
of the
no
nose.
connections, no ties to my affections. I'm fancy free and free for anything fancy. No chains can't be broken.
No.
Where are we now?
Broken.
Broken. Or...
It was the first really bad one.
If the audience has any suggestions, I
Broken
shall
I
ask them to sing them
turn
at the top of their voices.
When nobody needs me. That was written by Graeme Garden.
No.
Broken. Broken trees, broken blossoms, broken legs are all the same to me.
Me.
I wrote that yesterday.
Do you want to... There's a challenge. Barry, you're being challenged by John Junkin, who says that you made that up.
I did make it up. I wrote it yesterday. It is an existing song.
Sing the rest of it.
Challenge Rushton.
Challenge Rushton, indeed. Challenge Willie. Go on, Broken. You have to start a song. We throw the challenge
Too late
back.
now. Too
The
late.
gauntlet is in your face.
That one.
Broken Blossoms, what was it? Fell on me or something, you said?
That's
What, my
I
song?
Yes.
Oh, no, it's copyright. I'm not telling you.
I think we've come to a natural conclusion for that.
Awfully well.
Would you like to try another one? I'll start you off with another. Willie, I'll start you off with
Right.
a song if you like, because I'm
I'm ready
rather
for
getting
anything.
into this singing business. All right?
Yes.
Once in a while, will you try to give one little?
Little things mean a lot. Little Sir Echo, hello, good evening. Hello. hello.
It's how do you do, anyway.
But then it's hello.
What? No, it's Little Sir Echo, how do you
I didn't know that, so it doesn't count.
Hello.
To be absolutely fair, we'll give...
lady friend.
That's it.
Who's the little girlie?
Girly, one morning just as the sun was shining. I heard a maiden sing in the valley.
Valley.
Valley, Valley. Your real name is Sally. You're not allowing that, Hump, are you? I can see by your
At this stage in the
face.
game, I'll allow anything.
Yes.
Quit while you're behind.
Valley. Can we throw it back at them now? I like throwing it back at them, you know.
All right, throw it back at him.
Yes, with a valley word.
Right,
we lose out all ends up if
you
they
lose
do.
35 points for
Yes,
throwing
indeed.
back.
I appreciate that, Hump.
Valley.
Thank you very much for the entry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Much. You're
What?
on much now.
Is it me? Oh, it's back to me, is it?
No,
Much.
up again.
Much.
Give him another tablet.
They're wearing off. Much.
We're getting away with murder here.
Much, in up and down again. No, that's boots. Much. Quite. The audience are community singing. Oh, yes. Much binding in the marsh. Thank you, audience. I've got a very good backing group, I'll tell you that.
Marsh.
Marsh,
he's making eyes at me.
Very good.
Yes, for that one, Willie, I'm going to award that round to you
Super.
without any further discussion. And we come now to a round which is called Last Episode. And in this round, the aim is to put the last nail in the coffin of a long-running radio or television show and close the series in one line. And Colin Sell will play the theme music, and I shall award points for bad taste. We're going to start with Willie Rushton. Willie, I'd like you to do the very final line of The Archers.
When did they start using B-27s for crop spraying?
Yes, very good. Graeme Garden. Now, we shall tread carefully here. I want you to provide the very final line for that popular long-running series, The Queen's Speech.
My boyfriend and I.
For the tower! Yeah. John Junkin. Another popular series for you to put the kibosh on with the last line, and that is Desert Island Discs.
Well, my guest tonight has chosen 8 records by Marcel Marceau.
Never mind, John, the Radio 3 audience at home will be applauding wildly.
Yeah, but they're listening to Radio 3.
Hello, Eric and Gladys.
Barry Pryor. Your series is Ironside.
Well, here we are on the top of Mount Rushmore.
Well, the two teams are absolutely neck and neck as we come into the straight for the last round, which is the one where they announce their arrivals for the Housewives' Ball. I'm open now for suggestions from any of you.
Stand back a decent pace for Mr. and Mrs. Wash and I'll Dry and their son Hugh Wash and I'll Dry.
Sharpen your apathy, if you will. For the not unrelated family, Mr. and Mrs. Chinsink and their son Kit Chinsink.
Reveal your chapped knees for Mr. and Mrs. Freezer and their Frigidaire DP Freezer.
And his friend Refrigerator.
Following in the same chilly mood, will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. The Fridge and their television celebrity son, Defrost the Fridge.
Have some charity for a Hungarian family. Mr. and Mrs. Beds and their daughter Meg the Beds. Pray silence for Mr. and Mrs. Swasher and their daughter Dishwasher.
Mr. and Mrs. Davis and their window-cleaning son, Shammy Davis.
It has been bruited abroad, has been seen in the company of the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Springfield, Duster Springfield.
Let us march into the European Economic Community and welcome, as they indeed march in, Herr and Frau Judicious and their son, Hans Archjudicious. Then humour doesn't travel.
Also from Germany, will you please welcome Herr Dryer, Herr Curler, Herr Spray and Herr Net.
This is Go Thursdays. With the light of her life, her only son, the veteran crooner, Bing Go Thursdays.
And a little sympathy, please, for Mr. and Mrs. Flaw and their rather loose-moralled daughter, Scrubber.
Mr. and Mrs. Pinney and their ape, Ron.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you the final score.
A devout family. Mr. and Mrs. Duster and their clerical son, Father Duster.
On her own, lads, mark your cards. Miss Anthropoid and her eye-level gorilla.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at which stage I have to tell you what the final score is.
Can you put your hands together, please? Thank you. But also, will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Srapint today, please, Milton? And their daughter, Annette. Srapint today, please, Milton.
All on his own, be kind to him. A lad, never at his best at breakfast, Ronnie Egg.
That last
and the Bacon family, their son, Chris P. Bacon.
Lord and Lady Teapot and their daughter, Lydia.
Mr. and Mrs. Coffee and their trendy son, Stan Coffee.
That final burst, ladies and gentlemen, brings the score to a situation which I'm sure everybody concerned will find satisfactory. Graeme and Barry have actually scored most points, but Willie Rushton and John Junkin have won. And we shall continue this gripping serial next week, so goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, John Junkin and William Rushton were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Simon Brett.